You're going to give me a timeout during this one because I know you have no interest in the XFL, but Chris, a lot of people do. And now that The Rock has purchased the XFL along with his ex-wife and business manager Danny Garcia and Redbird Capital, they got it for $15 million. I was stunned yesterday. How do you buy the XFL for $15 million? Here's how you buy it for $15 million. There were no other qualified bidders for the XFL, which tells you what it's worth right now. I mean, a sports league in a pandemic, when we have no idea when you can sell tickets for people to come watch your games, we have no idea whether or not ESPN, ABC, and Fox will want to continue to televise those games, especially if you try to play in the spring, and there are sports that have been moved from the fall to the spring, like maybe college football. It's not going to be the most lucrative property, but they have a vision for it. They believe in the product. It may take a few years for it to get back to what it was starting to be. They had some decent TV ratings. They started to drop off. They were facing some stiff competition. March Madness was coming before the real March Madness arrived in the form of the pandemic. But I'm telling you, there aren't a lot of people whose names you can attach to something like the XFL.
I agree.
And have instant excitement. And there aren't many that are going to trump Vince McMahon. And The Rock is one of the ones that takes this to another level, and it gets me even more interested. And, Chris, you were completely disinterested. You got to admit, when you heard The Rock was getting involved, you at least had a little bit of a flicker.
It opened my eyes. There's no doubt. Yeah, I mean, because just about everything the guy touches, turns to gold. I mean, he's the most, he's the richest movie star in the world right now, I think, per movie or per year or whatever it is. Either way, he's raking it in. Very smart. We know he's got a football background. He is the kind of name or figurehead that could maybe sway a young kid or whatever else to think about, XFL maybe one day, if they can get in a spot, can challenge the NFL or steal a player or two, whatever it may be. But that's where it's got to get to. So he's going to have to work on publicizing the league, getting into a place where, everybody takes it serious and wants to do it. But I still think, hey, the big obstacle is going to always come down to what we said to begin with. When you need some stars, and that's where Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, is going to have to start thinking about how he's going to get those guys on his team. I know there's plenty of guys out there to build teams, and certainly some solid football players that aren't in the NFL that probably deserve to be, and you'll get some good quality football. But we like to watch stars in this country. We do. That's what it's all about. And we want to see guys that can do special things. And that's where, to me, will be the biggest hurdle into legitimizing it and really, turning the corner to where somebody like the guys like me will want to watch it.
Yeah, and that's the key. They need to attract stars. They need to cultivate stars. They need to keep their stars. That was one of the issues that I had. And they were starting to, right? The quarterback for the Houston Roughnecks, whose name I've already forgotten. Do you remember who it was?
Well,
I can't remember who it was, but he was playing really well. He's the guy that was in the NFL for a cup of coffee.
You're talking about the Carolina Panthers?
Walker.
Yeah,
P.J. Walker.
Yes.
P.J. Walker.
Right.
Yeah, he's bit the
Well,
Panthers
I didn't
now,
pay attention. I couldn't remember what team he was on. So when you said Houston Roughnecks, it did nothing for me. I was going to get there when you said he was the best quarterback for sure. Yes.
But they need star players. They need star power. And until they have star players, the star power comes from The Rock. So, look, I'm interested in it. There are people out there who want more football. There are people out there who want more things to bet on. And I think as we see more and more states legalize sports wagering to rebuild their budgets post-pandemic, it's going to be weed and wagering. Those are the two ways to rebuild your state budgets. People are going to want things to bet on, and I think they're going to bet
I like one
on,
of the two.
The XFL. Oh, I know you do. We'll try to get you to like the other one as well.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.